Unpack Radio. I'm your host, Norris Pope Johnson. Got me DC, baddest property diva in the world, DMV property diva, aka Batman, and my best friend, Tineshia.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year. Where you got to put those dirty glasses? Not till you wash it.
I'm not washing.
Lady,
The alcohol in the belly don't kill any little germs.
Before you do anything, we will do that during the break.
You really want to go wash out these glasses?
Hey, lady, I have been cultured. I'm not from the hood no more. I'm not going to drink out of a glass you just now pulled out of some plastic.
Look, watch it cover the little foggy place right there in the corner. It covered it right on there.
Know what, Tineshia? You lose it. I know you're in your search for your husband. But I'm snitching. I'm pretty sure I'm snitching. All right, we got our first guest coming up, Miss Nicole. She wrote a book, A Sinner Like Me. She been through some things. Now, this is my first time actually sitting down with her for an actual that microphone is kind of crazy. You got to put that thing in your face, baby.
It's been a while since I put anything in my face. So I don't even know if I remember. It's just going to have to be limp tonight.
Whoa. Hey, yo. What are you going to do when you see Joe Biden? All right, let's bring her up, Trump.
Hey.
Oh, how are you, my love?
I'm great.
All right, this is the first time I really got an opportunity to hear your story and why the book was necessary, A Sinner Like Me. So let's start off with a little bit of your background and why this book is necessary.
I'm a survivor of Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a cancer. It's curable, but when you get it 3-4 times, it usually stay with you. It's blood cancer. It's cancer in your lymph nodes as well. I've been through some toxic relationships and domestic violence. I've also been through my brain tumors, mental illness. If you read the book, well, as of today, all sales have stopped on the book for other reasons, which I'm not going to mention on the show. But I've been through a lot. So this book was written ever since doing my chemos. It's boring doing chemo. So what else do you do besides write or just play games on your phone while time passes by? My chemo sessions were from 6 to almost 10 hours because they had to do a slow drip because I had an allergic reaction to the chemo. So it just gave me time to, right. That's about it.
All right, now I know Tineshia and the smoke dog is in the building. If you were like a dirty glass of champagne, by the way.
That's not dirty, DJ Smoke.
Hey, bro. If you like a dirty glass, this fucking be white and pretty right there.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
It's not coming off.
Let's go.
99 cent plastic. That's what happened.
Let's get some
DJ
champagne.
Smoke said, pull that
You
shit.
ready?
Let's go. Let's go.
My nigga.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, Nicole, I'm sorry. We clowning Tineshia. She and her
That's okay.
this goes about to take all points away. Glass, foaming and shit.
Oh, Lord.
Hey,
I'm gonna wash my shit out first.
all
Nicole, last time I saw you, you said something very deep and impactful. And little do we know, when you said it, we were all planning a funeral. But your statement was, last time I saw you was, I'm planning my own funeral. I got the dress picked out. I got my obituary all written up. And I got all plans already set in place. It was me here. My wife was here, the first lady. And my former co-host, DC Badders, was here.
Yeah.
And little do we know, we were planning a funeral. But we was planning it for the wrong person. So how serious? Because at that time, y'all was both on the same wavelength with going through remission. I think your cancer came back and you had the little diabetes thing you had to take off, because I did not know that whatever you guys take, it causes like some rare form of diabetes. And that's really what takes you out.
Yes.
So
Yes.
can you explain that for the people?
So yes, my funeral is still arranged. It's still, I have 3 adult children and a 14-year-old. So I know how I wanted my funeral. I actually visioned it. And I just want things easier on my kids and my parents, and it's still planned the way it is. So, and yes, diabetes is a big part of someone having cancer, because the chemicals that they put in your body, they kill your good cells, they kill your bad cells,
Exactly.
So I'm a severe diabetic. I take insulin. I take fast acting insulin and 24-hour insulin. I also had heart problems. I'm on 3 heart pills, high cholesterol, obesity. And you just have to take care of yourself when you're going through chemo.
Wow.
So Nicole, let me just first say I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you.
Your last interview, but I'm so happy you're here. You mentioned that you have 3 adult children and that you have your funeral already planned out. And I'm just wondering, how was that with translating into your kids? Because I can remember as an adult when my grandmother planned her funeral out, but I didn't know she was planning her funeral out. Like, I just walked in the house one evening after work and I'm like, okay, well, who are these white people on the sofa? And they were from one of the local cemeteries. They were helping her plan out her arrangements. And I think now she's much older and she's much sicker. Maybe I was about 20 then, so it's 20 years ago. But I remember that it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, where you planning on going? You ain't going nowhere. Why would you do this? So I just want to know how was it helping your kids through planning this out? Because kids, they just don't be ready. They never are ready. I'm probably still never going to be ready. So how was it with planning it out with your babies?
The thing is, I didn't plan it out with my kids. I went and I grabbed the packet from Found and Sons Funeral Home here in Culpeper, and I wrote down my final wishes, what I was going to wear. My obituary has to change because some people have gone before me that I had in my obituary or didn't have in my obituary. Like I told my daughter, I'm like, you pick out the nicest wig for mama to put on. And after services, I want to be cremated. I don't want to be stuck in a box in a ground where my kids can go there where there's nothing there besides the shell of my body. My soul is gone. So yes, they're my final wishes. And my kids, I never let them endure chemo. I took my eldest and my 20-year-old with me to chemo one time and never again. It broke their heart, because they seen how they had to dope me up first before they can even get started with the chemo, for the simple fact I had a very bad reaction. And then my dad, he started taking me to chemo, and he was like, I never knew you went through all of this. And one of my girlfriends, Nona, she was taking me back and forth to chemo. In my book, I talked about the sugar daddy. Yeah, he was my caregiver. He took me back and forth to chemo too. So, so I have a lot of support system here in Culpeper.
So Nicole, I have a question. Do you have anything on your to-do list?
The next thing on my bucket list, I want me and my girlfriends to go skydiving. I want skydive. I want to jump out of a plane in the sky.
Why not? I think you should do that. Honestly.
I'm gonna do it.
Where can we find your book at? I didn't know you had a book. That's cool.
Well, my book is here. I covered up some stuff. I ain't trying to get sued because my next book I'm working on. That book that I just showed you guys, it's no longer for sale. I asked the person who was helping me out to take it off all sales for, I'm just done with it for now. I'm working on my second book that's going to be the best yet to come. It's not even going to be Sinner Like Me. I still haven't picked a name for that book yet, but I'm working on it. Definitely working on it.
So I think it's interesting that you said that you took it down, because I've been looking for it. Like, I'm on Amazon KDP and I was Googling it and I just had a really hard time finding the book. So since I wasn't able to find it and read it, tell me what is in A Sinner Like Me other than your chemo treatment.
It talked about all the relationships that I was in and how I was treated. It talked about my first baby daddy, how he wasn't there for me, how he's like $120,000 behind in child support, and our daughter is 23 years old. So, and like I said, I'm never gonna drop that. The minute I drop it, be the minute he hit the lottery. So no, I'm never gonna drop that.
Pressure, you gotta keep that pressure on. Got to.
And it just talked about my second relationship was, with my ex-husband to be, how we had 3 children and how he was cheating on me with crack. So all the stuff that I went through.
You never win that situation.
Oh no. Crack got the best of him.
Of course.
And it talked about other relationships that I was in. I'm not longer with that person anymore. I'm not even gonna speak of that name because that person don't exist anymore to me. So I'm not bringing that person's name up. But ladies, just watch out for toxic men. Just watch out. And for me, for 2022, I'm just gonna live a single life. I'm gonna enjoy life just itself. With COVID and life being short and, people are dying every day, I'm going to keep checking my bucket list off every single day, because if I got to argue with somebody every single day to be in a relationship, that's toxic to me. And it's not worth my mental health.
Right.
All right, Miss Nicole, I have a question.
Yes.
You seem like you have run into a lot of toxic situations. And we have a lot of single women that may or may not tune into the show. So what advice would you give them as someone who's been through the bullshit on how to avoid a toxic situation?
First red flag. If your kids don't like that motherfucker, exit stage left. Your kids know.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, if before the relationship they start asking for money, that's another red flag. Stage, number 3, they ain't got their own home, own car, own anything. Why am I raising or taking in a whole grown ass man? No. If you a man, I should be coming to your crib.
Right.
So I've learned a lot in 2021 to help me for 2022.
I feel you.
Wait a damn minute. What is all of this you doing at me? Are you telling me to take tips?
I was passing you the ball. I wasn't telling you to.
God damn it.
No, he was like, he wants you to say something.
He did that with me too. Watching the red flag tips, because my red flag eyes be over real heavy, and I still do it anyway. So
it'd be like that.
Yeah, I do have
we see it.
I have a question for the panel. I was having an open conversation. Are you allowed to be a wingman while being still married? Now, I was a good wingman. I'm gonna explain the situation. I'm not gonna name no names.
Why do I think this is gonna be toxic?
No, it's gonna be innocent. Me and my good friend was at a bar.
Okay. A good friend is a guy or a girl?
A guy.
Okay.
One of my brothers. One of my bros. Me and my bro at the bar. Right. We chilling. We doing our thing. We having a good time. We run into 2 young ladies who've been there since 4 p.m.
What time is it when you guys see them?
7, 8, 9. It was before happy hour was about to end.
Okay. So got shit else to do. All right, come on.
One of the young ladies was available and was smoking my man. She was feeling him. One of the other young ladies was also available, but I'm not available. I tell both of them I'm happily married, but I'm willing to have open conversation. One of the joints got mad because I was happily married and was only having open conversations. She started hating on her girlfriend, but my man still left with the number. But I got in trouble for being a good wingman. So my question is, while being married, to all the panel, can you still be a wingman and be married?
Of course you can. Like, do I could? I'm trying. How? I feel like there's pieces you leaving out. Like,
There's no pieces I'm leaving out.
It has to be. So how'd you get in trouble?
I stayed out married. I'm happily married. I can't do shit for you.
I love him. Well, how'd you get in trouble?
Hey man, I
Did
stayed.
you go home and say this girl was like goosing me? And
I have an inside joke.
Right.
I
haven't heard that in a long
pull
time.
it up. Well, I have an inside joke when I go out and somebody's like all near me. I have someone write a note that says, "Dear Kim, Norris was being a perfect gentleman." So I find this
so
shit.
You are toxic.
I find this shit funny. I find this shit funny.
Please add that to your red playlist.
Yes.
It's hilarious. Norris was being a perfect gentleman. You know what I mean? He's salute. You got a good husband at home.
Yeah, no. You're like the dudes in my inbox that be like, I'm just so jealous of your man. Or tell your man like he really got a winner. I ain't got no man, dude. Get the fuck out of my inbox. Like that's what you did.
Okay.
And you deserve to be in the doghouse.
Okay. DJ Smoke does deserve to be in the doghouse. Not naming a friend I helped out.
I don't think he
Was
deserved.
DJ Smoke the friend?
I
I'm
know.
not naming no friends I helped out. But they didn't DJ Smoke does deserve to be in the doghouse.
No comment. But listen, though, I don't think he deserved to be in the doghouse.
Thank you. I had an eyewitness. I'm not gonna name the eyewitness. The eyewitness. No, I was being.
What do you think?
He would have been look. He would have been in the doghouse. Trust me. Trust me.
Yeah, I better go home and sing R. Kelly 12 play. I'm gonna send the notes. I got like 2 different notes. I find it hilarious.
So you gave her the note?
I'll send that. I will post that shit on Facebook.
Oh,
I
that's
have one on
funny as
Facebook
shit.
right now.
Oh, you
got 2
gave
on
her the
Facebook.
note? Oh,
I'm gonna find it while y'all talk.
Oh, that is
Tanisha,
hilarious.
you got the ball. I'm about to find this note.
So, hey, panel, can we clear some stuff up? 'Cause I just got a text. Did I say anybody's name?
Hey,
No,
man,
no.
Thank you. Thank
No,
you.
you did not say
Thank you.
anybody's
I have
name.
not said anybody's name.
Oh, somebody said that
I'm
you out
getting
here.
Texas, yo.
I made an honest comment to that unknown individual.
Yes.
You should be cautious when people use the term "I'm fearful for my life," because when they say that
Yeah.
and you run up on them and then you keep on sending them messages after messages, and then they say I had no other choice but to defend myself. You are in your rights to do whatever you need to do.
But
That's
she
right.
didn't say,
That's
but
right.
She didn't say any names
No
at all.
names have been mentioned yet.
No names have been
But
mentioned.
yet you keep on harassing people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I
Yes.
have another question for the panel.
What's up?
At what point do you let people keep on disrespecting you? Because I've seen 3 messages this week that say you better not do this interview.
Wait a
or
minute.
something gonna happen to you. So
Are
at
you
what
serious?
point do you say, as a grown person, you're not gonna keep on putting out that energy and expect to be cool? You know what I mean? Because you put on a flyer where you located at. You run up on me. Most of the places where I'm at, I have a loaded weapon on my
Right.
person.
Right.
You run up at me in my house, I got a loaded weapon in the house.
So
Run up
somebody
on me in
said
my
something?
job, I got a loaded weapon at the job. You run up on me in my car, I have a seatbelt extractor in my car, aka a knife. Right. So at what point do you like you put on a flyer where you're located at, my guy? If I wanted to touch you, I'm not a thug. I'm a private citizen. I pay my taxes.
That's right. That's right.
If you run up on me, I
Hey,
had no other choice. I was afraid for my life.
yeah.
I will cry like a bitch, like my name is Cal Rittenhouse
Hey.
on the stage.
I didn't know.
And I don't take this workout shit because bullets don't care about your workout
It
program.
really don't.
I know that's right.
No, it don't. It don't.
So I was afraid for my life, and I'm scared because someone's stalking me. I'm not gonna mention their name, but they're stalking me. I'm gonna cry like a bitch on that witness stand and say I had no other choice.
I guess we handle that offline. You know?
Okay, Cal Rittenhouse.
Sometimes, man, you know, like I normally,
We gonna handle that.
I'm normally a cool ass motherfucker, but when people like, I'm just like, dude, do you fucking understand what I can fucking do to you? I get trained to fuck people up.
I'll talk to you about this offline. I'll talk to you.
This is like, I hope you come to this fucking parking lot. I will drag your. You better be. And the first lady's not here to fucking stop me. And Tineshia, she's too pretty to stop me.
You know I ain't gonna stop you. So
DJ Smoke, but I ain't gonna.
You know I ain't stopping you. So
All I gotta say to that unknown individual, please feel free anytime. I work out at Goals, Exit 13, Richie Marlboro Road. You can find me anywhere in the DMV. If you want to run the fuck up, choose to do so.
Hey.
Fucking ass drag.
Nicole, help us, Nicole.
I will beat your fucking ass.
This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do.
Normally I'm fucking cool, but that dude he
What you
me
been
personally.
drinking, man? What you been
Fuck
drinking?
that drink. Smoke this motherfucker to text my
It wasn't
phone.
this
Just now?
because
No, this motherfucker
I'm
to
about
text
to
my
say.
phone. This motherfucker inbox me today on fucking Instagram. This motherfucker inbox me on fucking Facebook.
We're talking about.
Bro, I'm normally
We're
cool.
talking.
Y'all know who I am. Normally
got
it's
you.
all God bless you. No,
Not Tineshia.
God will not
Let-
help you.
Let's skip the
I'm
subject. Let's talk about. Let's.
devil.
I want to go back. I want to go back. And I want to learn. I want to
See,
learn
y'all
more about
tricking me.
Nicole.
Y'all go
He
back.
he got turned on a whole nother level just now.
He went here.
There she goes. See, she doing her job. Let's take it to another level.
Y'all tricking me.
The boss for a reason. Right? The boss for a reason. We're going to rope everybody back in because it's real wild out here. Right okay. So, Nicole, I just want to go back. When did you find out that you had leukemia? Like, how old were you? What year was it? What was
Well, first I had I had a brain tumor since 1999.
okay.
They didn't find it till 2004. I was working, I was cranking up a bit at work. I passed out. My doctors ordered a CT scan at the hospital here in Culpeper. All I know is 10 doctors came rushing in. You have a headache? I'm like, I always have headaches. They was like, we need to do an emergency MRI. You'll get your result. Your doctor will call you back with your results. So I'm at work and I get a phone call, and the nurse and I happen to be real good friends at my doctor's office. And she goes, Nicole, you need to leave work now and then come straight to the office. And I'm like, whatever you need to tell me, now, because I'm at work. I'm making money. And she goes, we done found 2 masses on your brain. Go back to one of my coworkers, and I just broke down. And so the first surgery, part of the surgery, is they coil off the main arteries to your brain so you won't lose that much blood during surgery. So that part had went wrong. They had hit my main artery with the instrument that they was using. And so I had to wait 6 months to go back in 2005 and do the big brain surgery. So 3 years later, I'm getting an MRI done on my full body. And before that, I was playing women's flag football. I got hit in my lower abdomen. And I was ready to fuck this bitch up on the field. I'm like, bitch, that was a low, dirty blow. We was about to throw blows and everything. And come to find out, for a whole year, I kept having pains in that same spot. And the doctor's like, oh, it's your period, or it's something else. And I'm like, nah, this is not right. So then they do another CT scan. Doctors come rushing in. Oh, need to do a MRI, no, a PET scan. I said, okay. So I'm calling my mom in between. I'm like, Mom, I don't know what's going on, but it's about 20 doctors here. They talking about, you got to do a PET scan. So my mom got the print on the phone, for me. And she's like, you're going to be okay. Whatever it is, you're going to be okay. So they found a mass in my lower abdomen where the opponent that I was playing with women's flag football, mind you, we 3-peat, have nobody beat us. We was undefeated.
Okay.
Okay.
I had to thank that girl, because at the time I wanted to beat her ass, she actually saved my life.
Right.
So they ended up doing surgery. I started chemo. My mom actually took some time off to take care of me. Like I said, my parents have been there every step of the way. Every time I was in the hospital, they took care of my kids. They even took part in helping me, because we didn't know how the situation was going to end up. So I ended up given my parents joint custody of my kids. So if something happened to me, all my kids was in the same household under one roof with my parents.
That was smart.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, it takes a village to raise children.
Right.
And I've been going through this since 2004 and still going through it today. I mean, I have a scan coming up on the 11th. Matter of fact, next Tuesday, another PET scan coming up. The last PET scan I had, it showed where a little bit of the lymphoma was coming back, but not enough for me to do chemo at the time. So, I'm going through the motions, but I also know, God isn't going to give me a battle that I can't handle.
Very true.
Listen. I don't know if you can see my clothing line, what I got on right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the clothing line that I'm a partnership with, it says, God angels never give up.
That's right.
And that's the truth, So, yeah. See, I'm here for a reason. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. God allows things to happen for a reason.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, let's go ahead and move forward to this new book, right? Tell me what we can expect once your new book drops. What will we learn about you? How are you going to inspire us the next time? Because I'm sure that first book was incredibly inspiring. So,
this next book is going to be for us women. We have to come together. We got to stay strong. We got to know our boundaries. We got to know our worth. Like I tell my daughters, I said, y'all done see me go through hell and back. Please don't be like me. Don't be vulnerable. Don't fall in love with the first thing, that you meet. You see all the red flags mom went through. Don't follow my steps. And that's what the second book is all about. I mean, the first book, it said I supposed to be getting married this year. Ain't happening. And stuff. But, God puts you through things for a reason. He allowed things to happen for a reason. Yeah. And I just take it like that.
Now, my question is, now I'm back at a better place.
Thank you, Jesus.
How do you emotionally deal with going home and telling your family that I may not be here?
I tell my kids every day, especially first of all, I'm going to say this. I thank God for my parents and my village, my children's godparents. I'm glad that at the age of 42, number one, I have a daughter that's graduating this year. Hopefully I get to see that 2 degrees, Radford University. I'm blessed. I have a son that's in the military. He's married, waiting for a grandbaby. I don't know if I'm going to be here for that, but if I'm not, I got two parents that's going to stand in my place and love that grandbaby as if it was theirs. And I'm just blessed that I still have my parents to help me continue raising my kids. I mean, my kids know that with the brain tumors that I have, anything can happen. They're they can't operate anymore. It's nothing else they can do besides, radiation. Just had a cousin passed away last year. 37, 38, 39 years old. Beautiful soul, and she's gone because of cancer. Cancer runs deep in our family, but I try to be an inspiration to everybody that I come across, because I wasn't always this person. Behind closed doors, I cry. Behind closed doors, I deal with mental issues that I speak to a therapist every other week now, just to deal with the basic, living. I have I have 2 aunts, my Aunt Ruth and my Aunt Claire, who I can call up at any time and get advice. I have my sisters, my sister cousins, my friends, Angie, Lena, Brittany, Essie, Chrissy, that I can talk to. And I talk to my kids, I don't keep anything hidden from them. When I'm sick, they know I'm sick. And I just put it like this. Everybody is here for a season. My kids know that.
Yeah.
So, Nicole, you said you've been battling these since 99. That tells me you had children and you had relationships and you got engaged, it sounds like twice, during this entire process. How supportive were your partners?
Well, my first baby daddy, he still calls once in a while to check on me and see how I am. Me and his family, we're very tight. They always ask about me. They check on me. They check on our daughter. My second baby daddy / ex-husband, he talks to the kids. There's no reason for him and I to talk on the phone anymore. I'm past that point. So the kids basically tell him what's going on with me, and he questions the kids and stuff. The other relationship that I was in, he'll call me once in a blue moon, or if he hear I'm sick, Nicole, you need anything? Even the person I departed from will still text me and ask me, am I okay?
Don't you open your mouth, though. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He still asks me, am I okay? And I hit him with the, I'm fine. I'm good. The sugar daddy calls me every single day. Nicole, you need anything? Is there anything you need? Are you okay? You have a ride to chemo? Do you have X, Y, and Z going on? But I know if I should ever get back in that bind again, that I have a village that don't mind taking a day off, or don't mind preparing a meal for my 14-year-old once my daughters go back to, college, which I take them back on the 13th, So, and I have my sisters and my brothers who've always been there. They, like I said, they're my village as well. So I'm blessed.
Let's talk about the sugar daddy, because you didn't mention him twice.
Somebody eyebrows like,
and I'm a proud card carrying member of the Sugar Baby Club now. Talk about this sugar daddy, like.
Hold on.
Let me tell you.
Time out, Bessie. Time out, best friend. Time out, best friend.
I'm a proud card carrying member.
Wait a minute. Time out. You can't be on your search for a husband and be a sugar baby now.
Why not?
You gotta give up one of those. You gotta give up one of those cars, baby girl.
My favorite sugar daddy died last year.
God rest your soul, sir.
His and mine.
Yeah.
Never,
sir. You had to buy bundles.
I haven't been on a good free vacation in a long time.
You ain't got to buy bundles or chips and Jamaicans no more.
Listen,
God bless.
I've been on a good free vacation in a long time. No, I'm serious. You mentioned him twice, so let's just, get into it. Tell us all about this.
I've actually met the sugar daddy. Let me tell you how I met the sugar daddy. So the sugar daddy was actually interested in my grandmother, which she's deceased. She died in 2019. And she goes, I don't want no damn man. My husband did. What the hell I need a man for? Holla at my granddaughter. Take care of her and her 4 kids.
Hey,
so,
right.
Talk about passing the ball.
Talk about passing the ball.
Hey, that's how it goes.
That's a hell of a pass.
I tell you what.
Shout out to your nana.
Yeah. Shout out to you.
Yes.
You the real.
He made my grandmother a promise that he'll always take care of me and my kids, no matter who is in my life. No matter what relationship I'm in, he will always take care of me and my kids.
Nice.
Now, may I ask a question?
Sure.
For all the sugar, but since we're on the topic, since both the sugar babies up here, do you give up the sugar?
That's my question. That is my question. I always want to know that.
Pop that Viagra and show up and be like, hey, I'm ready for the sugar. Do you give up the sugar? I just want to know. Do you give up the sugar?
Nicole, I think they're talking to you.
No, let me tell you like this.
You want to talk that sugar baby talk?
The sugar daddy I want versus the sugar daddy that want me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I ain't never had the sugar daddy I want.
Yes.
I always had a sugar daddy that want me, right?
So do you give up the sugar?
There's no sugar to give up because he couldn't get the sugar anyway, right? So he's not physically fit enough. I'm trying to find the best way.
Pop-Pop's got 2 minutes in him.
No, he ain't got that.
He got a good 90 seconds.
He's heavy, right? So really, all I got, you ain't got to do. Technically, you ain't got to give up the sugar. Giving up the sugar means penetration.
Yeah.
Because technically, I don't have to. I'm not giving him no sugar because he can't get no sugar no way.
Oh, so he's saying Pop's engine won't
start
start.
for the sugar.
Okay.
But he's gonna pay some bills and he's gonna take you on some trips and he's just gonna be like the best. He's gonna be like one of your girlfriends. He's gonna be like the best friend.
So it's like,
listen to what Nicole said. Like he's gonna take care of her no matter who she's dating. He just really wants to look out for her. And that's how it really is not about the sex. It's about them having somebody they can talk to.
Thank you.
Yes,
they just want a companion. They want somebody to talk to them, somebody to help them.
well,
But it's nothing sexually.
Or
He made a promise to my grandmother on her deathbed that he will always take care of me and my kids, no matter what type of relationship I'm in. He don't care if I'm getting married. I will always take care of you and your kids.
I'm gonna say this on behalf. I know DJ Smoke got something to say too. I'm gonna say this on behalf of the guys who stay in shape. If I'm ever in that position in life and my wife goes first and I need a young girl that I gotta pay for or something, you gonna have to you gotta let me lick some of that sugar. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You come over here.
That's literally all they can do.
No, but no.
What you gotta say about being somebody
Man,
they went to the store, they robbed the bank, and they got you buying a Birkin, bro. What you gotta say, man?
First of all, I'm never gonna be anybody's sugar daddy.
Don't never say never. Don't never say never.
Now listen. I can still get them young right now.
That friend I helped out can still get them. That's what I'm saying.
I can still get them. So but I think women and men, it's the reverse. Like y'all look for older cats to do some things, and we look for younger chicks. We don't really want nobody older, to talk to, to make it feel good and all that other stuff that y'all talking about. And it don't have to be nothing, like you said, sexual or nothing like that. But ain't nothing like having a pretty little young thing that you can look at. But y'all dealing with these old cats that they don't really look like nothing, but they pocket swollen. It's like I can't do that. It's like I don't want to be dealing with nobody that I really don't want to be looking at. But I get it because dudes be thirsty, and the old dudes be like, "Yeah, I pay your whole car note."
All I got for you and a negative bank account.
Yeah.
All I got for you. All I got for you is a bus pass and a negative bank account. That's all I do for you.
But they do. My mom had one. She told me about him.
Whoa.
And my mom was older, and she was like, "Yeah, ain't nothing like that." But he just basically a fan of hers. Like he's been a fan for years.
So he on OnlyFans.
My mom been married twice.
Damn, sitting on the bleachers.
Because they loyal. Them sugar daddies is loyal.
Yeah, he's loyal. He's definitely loyal. And I was like, so why you don't just hook up with him now that you single? She said, I don't like him like that. I was like, okay. So I'm not understanding. That's why I don't understand the sugar daddy vibes. I don't know what y'all be thinking. It's just y'all use them for things. Is that what that is?
Let me tell you, I can go in the nail shop. Get everything done, make a phone call. He come pay that.
Oh, is that right? Is that right, Tineshia? Oh, she doing the snap. She doing the black woman snap. Trump, did you get my 2 pictures I sent you? Since y'all think I'm toxic, pull up my 2 pictures, brother.
Oh
Trump.
my gosh, we not back here.
I got receipts of what.
Jesus.
No, we all good. That's a note when I helped out a friend. It's kind of wet. We need Zoom and some bullshit.
Can you see it, Nicole?
What is that?
Yes, I can see it.
It says, "Dear Kim, Norris was a perfect gentleman." Full name. Pull up number 2, brother Trump. Now I got a story that goes along with this.
Oh my goodness.
That says, "Dear Kim, Norris was a perfect gentleman. He is not responsible for the actions of his friend Jerome." Signed, Layla. You want to know why I had Layla sign that? This is why
Wait a minute, you have the girl write it?
Yes.
Get your ass out.
Yes. You want to know why I started this?
You still have a forehead?
You want to know why I started this? One day I'm at what's that joint off of 301 everybody go to for the cheap drinks? I can't think of it.
Know.
Their food sucks. Their food sucks, but their drinks are off the hook. Shout out to the
Dolphin?
No, by my name.
Yeah, I was thinking about Blue Dolphin too.
I don't know enough about that.
No, it's a Blue Dolphin out there too.
Not Cooper Cane Grill, but the other joint. Cane Grill, something with a C. So we at the restaurant. Everybody go there for the drinks. I go with my guy Jerome. Jerome's my right-hand man, but he was in the military and he had some issues. He suffered from alcoholism. So we at the bar. He's already halfway out the bag drunk. It's literally two women sitting next to us. He started yelling at one of the women. This is him. Hey, Red. Hey, Red. Yelling at one of the girls. So I was like, hey, sweetie, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, Kim, I got you.
Sorry for the actions of my friend. I'm about to buy some onion rings. Would y'all like to share my onion rings? They share my onion rings. So we talking, we vibing. I was like, my friend is kind of acting crazy. Can you write me a note for my wife? Because my friend is wilding and I don't want to be responsible for that shit. So that's where the whole note thing started. So at the end of the day, that's why I'm the best husband in the world. And I've been happily married for 5 years in the game.
Help me understand why I do this, because it's not like she's not there. She's not watching you. Kim,
Hey,
she's not there. She's not watching.
Hey,
She has no clue what's going on.
I've been places where I got phone calls put on me. Your husband's out with a young lady. I'm like, yeah, I'm with Lakeisha. She the homie. I'm with Sonia. She the homie. So hey, you never know.
Writing notes.
Hey, you got to get permission slips on these trips. Get permission slips on these trips.
This is the weirdest shit.
Hey, I gotta cover myself, so I won't be on outside looking and trying to find me a sugar baby.
You know that? Can I get shot?
Who won't give me no sugar?
What's in your bottle? What's in your bottle?
Gatorade.
The good stuff is in the bottle.
This is Gatorade.
I ain't gonna call out the bottle.
Oh shit! Did I drink the whole bottle by myself?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna name no
that's how you do
names.
it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you,
Nicole. In closing, because it's
Uh-huh.
all trying to close this thing out. I'm still on time, y'all. What do you have to say to the young lady who suffer from toxic men and trying to heal yourself and going through a fatal disease and dealing with a toxic individual who doesn't understand that you got to heal your body before you can love them?
You have to love yourself first. You have to say that you are important too. And you have to realize that everyth's a lesson. Don't beat yourself up because of what happened. Don't fault yourself, because the best thing you can do is ignore that person, treat it with kindness, and don't feed it and let it grow, because it's just going to be one big disaster. Just keep being prayed up, and God's going to sing you your bow ass. Trust me. You got to wait on it.
Nicole.
Yes.
This interview was so refreshing. I didn't see your first interview, and I know we're not mentioning any names, but I heard I don't even know the person we're not mentioning, but I don't know what I was expecting based on the person that we're not mentioning, right? Like based on the person that we're not mentioning, I was not expecting you. But you're amazing. You're amazing.
Thank you.
You are a fighter, and you're gonna be here, right? Like you do not be worried. You are gonna be here. Listen. You've been doing this for 20 years. Like they ain't ready for you. You're the champion to fight, right? You're the champion to fight. They should. The disease should be worried about you, not you worried about it.
And my next gig is stand-up comedy, because hey,
I'm coming.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Come to LED Restaurant, owned by Addison Deal and Devin Mosley, down in Fredericksburg, right behind the mall. I'm doing stand-up comedy. I'm going hard. I'm going all the way in the paint in 2022.
When will you be there? When can we come see you?
My first show will be the first Wednesday in February.
Okay.
Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you got some good material. All you gotta do is start off with that sugar daddy. Couldn't get no sugar.
Oh no! I'm starting out with something else.
I will happily come, maybe.
Hey.
DJ Smoke.
Yeah. So, did you had a New Year's resolution? Oh,
my New Year's resolution is to not be sucker free this year.
Hey.
To keep flying high. To keep being positive. Reminding myself every day, I'm gorgeous, I'm beautiful, I'm important.
Right. That's true. You are. You know, you got to do that. Be your own fan, because I damn sure my own fan. I wake up in the mirror and say I love me, and I'm gonna marry me. That's how you got to do it. You know.
That's right.
Seriously.
I ain't Miss Nicole. Even though we can't find the book because of legal issues, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook under Nicole Minor. You can find me on Instagram, Caramel Nikki to You. That was my old stripper name. And my football jersey name.
Oh, you was a stripper too? Oh, okay.
In my past life.
Hey, we gonna have to play some music for you. You know what I'm
The
saying?
reason I like you.
Hey, we got to see you twerk real quick.
You gotta meet me at the club for that one.
Okay,
Bro. You gonna be the next one to get an inbox. We can't even find you at DJ Smoke.
Don't put that on me.
Where can they find you at, bro? Can they catch you outside at, bro?
Hey, you know how I do it. You know
You can also find me on TikTok, Caramel Nikki 69.
Okay, cool. That's what's up.
Miss Property Diva.
Well, I think if we got enough time, I want to, let's roll the clock back a little bit. I
Oh,
want
you-
to hear about the
I try to close on a positive note, Jesus, but they pulled me back in.
Listen, this is me we talking about. Okay, so where could we have found you at, right?
Back in the good days.
Yeah, back in the good days. Where could we have found you at, and how and why did you make the transition?
Good question.
Me for stripping. My kids were getting older, and my brother had showed up at the club I was working at. I was working at Underground in West Virginia under Vixens, and that club you went fully nude. First verse of the song, your top was off. The second verse of the song, your bottom was off. Actually, Rick Ross came into our club. I made 10 stacks that night.
Okay. Talk
Hey,
that
bro,
talk.
say-
Hold on.
Talk that talk.
Let me tell you. So, a million years ago, a bunch of girls told me there was money in West Virginia.
It is money in West Virginia.
I don't even know what club I went to. I can't remember. I don't think it was Vixens. Or maybe it was Vixens. I can't really remember.
Well, the club I worked at was Underground. It was right under Vixens.
Okay. So when I got in this club, I was literally so I was the only darker skinned black girl in there, and I was the largest black girl in there. Like everybody else was either a white girl or like really, really light skinned. The thing though, was just in the dressing room, and these hoes was like shooting up meth. How you do meth? I don't know, but they was hot as a motherfucker heroin. I don't know what these hoes was taking, but I couldn't understand how I was the bitch I grew up in Southeast. How I'm the chick from the hood, and I'm the only person in here sober. Like it was crazy in West Virginia. I stayed that one night and I never came back.
You didn't like
So
it?
maybe Underground was I think it was Vixens. And maybe Underground was a much better experience because West Virginia for me was.
You had to get the hell out of
It
West
wasn't
Virginia.
hitting. I was like, these hoes mention drugs one more. Like they
Let me tell you.
High.
You didn't want to snort that coke with them, baby?
It wasn't coke though. I mean, I've never snorted coke I really have never snorted coke. My mother's a crackhead, so
Oh wow, Lord Jesus!
I won't do any drugs. I don't smoke weed. I'm totally against drugs, right? But whatever they was doing, it was so hard that I was like,
What the hell y'all doing?
Yeah.
I grew up in Southeast and never seen this shit.
I'm a person that is sober. I cannot be the person that is sober. Like I never came back.
Hey, I don't know,
Love
man.
you.
Prayers up to those young ladies. I hope they healed themselves and I hope they found a place of healing.
So how did you transition out, and why did you transition out?
I transitioned out because number one, my brother and his friends had popped up at the club, and I had to get off the stage until they got the hell up out the club, which never happened. So I made only $100 that night, and I was pissed.
So did your brother? Did he know prior to that, or he just walked?
No, he didn't know.
Okay, I got you.
That's why you go to West Virginia or
Hey,
Baltimore.
yeah.
When you're a DC girl and you don't want people to know
Yo,
you.
Man, I don't know what the
when you're
hell
a
I
good
do if I
little
see my little
girl,
sister doing some shit. I
You
throw her
literally
ass
go
off
to
the bridge.
Baltimore or West Virginia or anywhere in the area, somewhere within an hour, 2 hours drive to dance with your
New Jersey, huh? You going to New Jersey?
Philly, I danced in Onyx in Philly because
Hey,
hey,
I heard about Onyx.
Miss
I heard-
Property Diva, where can they find you?
can't find a stripper me nowhere. No, I'm joking. Instagram, DMV, so DC, Maryland, Virginia, DMV Property Diva. Of course, you can find my brokerage at no www. Real Urban Realty. Again, it's Real Urban Realty. If you need some real estate, you're buying, you're selling, you're investing, you call me and I connect you with one of my agents.
Okay.
Well, where can they catch you outside at?
I be in these streets, so I'm in the streets. But yeah, other than that though, you can catch me DJ Smoke _ENT on Instagram, and that's it. In the streets.
You can find me at Unpacked Radio everywhere. Mm-hmm. And it's been a while since I did this, so it's time for a man law. Yeah, but from a calming place. My goal here is to educate.
Yeah,
law.
Yeah, a law.
A man law.
Man law. Yeah. Just like y'all have a women's law.
Yeah, it's time for
man's law.
We don't really have a women law. I don't know.
Y'all do. Y'all just don't talk about it.
It's grown men conversation. How about
Jesus. That? I'm listening.
From a calming place, let me educate you young guys out here. There are some people out here in this world who have been through some things that you could never imagine. Like Tineshia mentioned something about her mother I did not know about. I'm pretty sure DJ Smoke got some darkness that I don't know about.
Right.
And all I can say is there's darkness in everyone. So do not expect when you meet that person in real life for them to be as calm and pleasant as they are on social media. Because you may reach or may meet that other person. I'm gonna give you a story, and when the first lady come back, she can let you know if this story is correct or not. One time, me and the first lady are going to Food Lion. My lady like to drive slow. Somebody cut around her, pulled beside her. He must didn't see that she has a passenger in the car. Rolled down his window and proceeded to cuss my wife out. I jumped out the car.
As you should.
I approached his car.
As you should.
He pulled off and sped away from the parking lot, and I chased his car. He lucky I'm in my 40s, not my 20s. I would have caught him. All I can say for those individuals out there who think they are thugs, I'm a happily married husband. I'm a father figure, and I got too many people to live for you to take me out this game.
Right.
And if it come down to it, and one of us got to go, I pray to Jesus it won't be me. But I'm not going without a fight because I got a beautiful wife and I got a beautiful family to live for.
That's right.
That's why I believe in 2A all day. MP 40 and DJ Smoke. Did I teach you how to shoot?
Yeah, you did, man.
Okay.
So yeah, we bust a couple of rounds. We bust a couple of rounds.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, but I'm saying 2A. God bless.
Yep.
Help us, Lord.
Hey, let's get up out of here, gang. Nicole, thank you for the interview. We love you. Take care of you.
Thank you.
As you know, I lost one of my friends to her fight with cancer, and she never really got her life together. On her way out, I hate to say it, but she was dating someone who wasn't 100% there for her. Her last story she told us was about the dude made her walk to the parking lot at 3 a.m. in the morning when she had cancer and sugar diabetes. So I will hope for all the young ladies out there, stop dating these toxic ass men. Salute.
Trump, don't take it off yet. I just want to note that I got the mic up, so the mic is no longer flaccid. I got the mic.
Hey, you put it in your face, baby. Salute.
Yes, it was great meeting you, Nicole.
All right, nice meeting you.